Yeah, and to all you racist Puerto Ricans, chill out. Chill out on my Mexican brothers. All right?
You know what's funny?
Check your people too, man, because that ain't cool. Hate ain't cool when it comes to different race.
Funny?
I really dislike that. Whoever's listening that's Puerto Rican and you know somebody.
Let's not even
point. No. People got to hear this. What's wrong with this? Welcome to Turntables Podcast. I'm your host, Edward, Two Turnt. And I got my co-host here, Ray Funk and Jairo the Don. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Hey.
We in here, what it do?
Clap.
Yeah. So, yeah, guys, today's topics we're going to get into today is integrity. We're going to be sharing hopefully some stories about our screw-ups and some good, I guess, stories of integrity. Hopefully we can be honest and vulnerable and just sharing what our thoughts are about integrity. So, one thing that I really do hate or dislike, let me correct myself, is the fact that when I'm at a customer's house and I damage or break something from their property. Reason why I hate it is because now, what do I got to do?
You're responsible for it.
Obviously the right thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what the right way of thinking is, but that's not what came to me. That's not what happened with me. And so I'm getting a little bit vulnerable here, but yeah, I was battling recently with the idea of
owning up.
Just leaving it. Just leave it. They're not going to notice.
Own up to your bull.
Just leave it. They're not going to see it. In my head, I was already thinking this, like, they're not going to notice. And I was wrestling with the idea, just leave it alone.
What was it specifically?
It was, I'm going to get into it. So basically, I was in the backyard and I got to a window and there was a sink underneath the window. And the only way to get over it was getting on my little stepping stool. And so I got my stool. I got on, somewhat it was a sink. I got on the sink and then I washed the window. And then I guess the edge of the sink was really hurting my, what do you call this? My shins. It was stinging them. So you know what that feels like when your shins are stinging. Yeah. And so, I was like, I got uncomfortable. So I was like, all right, let me just put my foot inside the sink and kind of sit on the edge of the sink. And I reached over, pushed my foot down and started washing. Boom. I sink in the sink. And so I was like, damn it.
Is it a metal sink or was it plastic?
It was fiberglass sink, but it was like the edges the frames were metal. But I think, honestly, bro, I think super glue was holding that freaking sink up. Because when it fell, all I see was like some kind of plastic type of hard fibery sink type stuff, glue or whatever that was. But I was thinking like, damn it. And I was like battling like, man, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to deal with this? I don't got money to be fixing this right now. Yeah. So I was stressing. I was just stressing. And so I went on to do the rest of the windows. Maybe an hour later passed. And I got to the last window. I was like, okay. I was hoping I'd forget about it. But I could not forget. It was there eating me up. And I felt like, just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. They're not going to notice. And so I noticed. I couldn't get away from it. And I was like, so I went over there. I was done already. So I went and looked underneath the sink and kind of just like, all right, let me see what I need to do here. What's what? And then the customer came out and he's like, well, what are you looking at? And I was like, yeah, I think I broke your sink. And so it kind of helped me just to be honest up front because I made it obvious. And there's windows out looking out from the, to the pool. So obviously he was going to see me eventually. But so I was honest. I just kept it honest with him. Like, yeah, man, I'm sorry I broke your sink. And I just asked him, like, do you have any like super glue or something that I could fix right now? And he looked me dead in my eye, bro. Dead in my eye. He's like, shit happens. And then don't worry about it. I was like, like, damn, bro. He just relieved me like, man, because I don't know how to fix sinks, bro. He's like, yeah, it happens. It happens. It's happened a couple of times. It's an old sink. I'm like, all right, man. Thanks.
It's happened a couple of times.
I'm like, dang, bro. I'm like over here struggling. Like, man, I'm about to. I was wrestling with my conscience and
Now, was this sink part of the house or was it just there?
It was outside. It's like an extra sink, but like, okay, there's the outside, and then there's the sink to wash, like, say, maybe barbecue stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it was part of the backyard
patio, and then there's the pool is right there. It was not far.
Okay.
So it was a nice little
You know what I'm getting
setup.
from this? You know what I'm getting from this?
What?
Either it's like in a moment where you're like, I could tell the truth, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck in the moment.
Just rip
but
that
the
Band-Aid off.
the outcome is gonna be okay either way, because one of two things would have happened. Either he's gonna be pissed, but you would have at least got that off of your fucking shoulders.
True.
And been like, at least I told the truth.
Right.
I feel good about the fact that I told the truth.
Right.
Even though you might have lost that customer. Hey, you kept your integrity, you kept your dignity, you told the damn truth.
Right.
Yeah,
You
if
told the
if they
truth.
post a review, they could tell what happened.
Hey, but he was
you
honest
could-
about
he
it.
was
honest.
Yeah, he was
He was
honest
trying to
about
fix it.
And you didn't try to brush it under the rug.
Yep.
You didn't try to sweep it under the rug.
So let me
I
ask-
think that's good outcome no matter
Yeah,
what.
yeah,
Or
for
it
sure.
would have just been all right. Like in your case, it was okay.
Okay, so with integrity, do you think? Because even after I left, I felt bad. I felt like,
Because
man,
you even thought about.
No, this is what I felt bad about. Like, even though he said that, I felt like I could have still tried to fix it, but I just kind of let it go. And I'm thinking, like, I didn't go that extra mile. Why I could have gone that extra mile to try.
Or maybe give him an extra discount to kind of.
I did give him a discount, but still, I feel like as far as integrity goes, like, how far can I take integrity?
Yeah.
Like, going the extra mile is like almost maybe super integrity.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
But there's integrity. I feel like there's levels of it. There's integrity like right below it, and there's integrity like super, like almost Superman type, like God level. Like, oh, you didn't have to do that, but he did it. He's
go
a
ahead.
great window cleaner. He fixed my sink and everything.
Yeah.
You know, but I wouldn't have known if I would never. I guess I don't know that because I didn't try. He never said that.
Yeah. Or find out a
give
way
him a
to
chance
like
to say
to
that.
fix it and then come back and like,
Right.
hey, I'll fix your.
I could have gone that route, but that's why I felt bad. I felt like I'm like barely. What's the word? I'm like an average window cleaner.
I see what you mean.
Instead of being that
Going out of the way, extra mile.
He fixed it. Exceptional. And I felt horrible. Like, man, dang, that's my life right now. You know, as far as being a boss.
Yeah.
And
suck right now.
And I honestly felt like convicted. I felt convicted. And
For being mediocre.
yeah, pretty much, bro. That's the best word to put it. Yeah, I was mediocre. I was okay. I got away with it. Like, all right. And I was stressing about it. And I'm like, I feel like, man, I don't think I should be feeling like this. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that
You shouldn't be feeling.
That's what I wanted to bring up. You know, I wanted to bring up about talking about integrity.
You shouldn't be feeling like what?
Like mediocre.
Oh, okay.
Mediocre. And so, yeah, I wanted to, I was even asking God, like, through the week, like, what can we talk about? What do we talk about? And then he reminded me of what happened, integrity.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys, see what your input is on that, and what, if y'all have anything similar or something, that you didn't follow through with, and I want to know your reaction or how y'all felt after the fact of you choosing what you chose, maybe just sharing what y'all, your story or two about a time in your life when you were integral or you weren't integral or maybe mediocre like me, thinking you could do better.
Basically, doing the right thing.
Yeah, when no one was looking.
When nobody's looking.
No one's looking. You got to do the right thing when no one's looking, bro.
Yeah.
It's integrity within yourself.
Yeah. I mean, with my job, I mean, I deal with a lot of people bringing in their old eyewear that they want to reuse.
Right.
Sometimes they're like, oh, these are collector's items and collectors, and like sometimes they are, and sometimes they're just like not available anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just can't find parts for it or find a replacement for it. We had one of our opticians. The ladies that help you fit glasses. This one pair of glasses came through that we said we weren't going to do anymore because just they're a pain in the butt, and they're really fragile. And not only that, they're hard to get. Like for us, like if we break it, we're going to try to be in the integrity thing, try to replace it, do whatever we can. and this girl broke this lady's frame, and she's having a fit.
The lady.
Oh, the woman,
lady, the
a woman
patient.
that worked there messed up the customers' stuff.
Yeah. So here I am, like, oh gosh. So she's just going on and on. It was not worth. It's not worth what she was telling us she was gonna do. It was just like, fine, I'll replace it, because it's something that we just don't replace. Like, we can't get it. You know, I can't replace it for you. I could offer you anything
new.
in the store, and I don't want that. I got this because it's
Sentimental?
collector. It's
Oh.
not even sentimental, bro. It was
Collector's
just a
item.
bunch of BS.
Yeah.
But you know, it what she was
To her,
right.
it wasn't.
No, to her, bro. She probably got it for like $10.
Hustled you. So you feel hustled.
I know it was being hustled, but at the same time, I know it is hard. It's a hard frame to get. It's one of those deals where you go to a thrift store or something, you find it for like $2. It's a find.
Interesting.
And I think that's what it was. It was a find for her, and she got it for a good deal.
Oh.
But if you do go searching for that thing, it is pricey. I ended up finding one overseas in Italy. Cost me like
What the hell are we talking about right now?
glasses, brother.
A frame, like a frame.
Frame.
Glasses frame.
So
And what made this frame so special?
I just
That's
told you
deep.
it was hard to find.
Listen, Jairo.
But where was it from? Apparently,
It's an old Christian Dior frame.
No.
It was a luxury
See, that
frame.
makes more sense now.
So, long story short, I was gonna replace it for her. I did replace it for her after she badmouthed and said,
How
"I'm
long
gonna
did it
do
take?
this." It took a month.
Dude.
What?
Golly. So you're dealing with her for a whole month?
Yeah, I just
Basically.
letting her know, like, oh, we got it coming. It's just
A
tied
Dior
up
frame.
tied up in shipping. Like, it literally came from Italy.
Damn.
Paid for shipping and all that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here I am, just standing by my integrity. Like, fine, I'll replace it.
So
and
what?
then it finding it was hard, and I finally found it, and it was in Italy. Got it
That's
in.
insane.
It's like, hey, I told you I was gonna replace it, but you know,
Wow. How much did it cost? Can you say that? I don't know.
I'd rather not say.
Yeah.
But it was not worth.
Right.
Not worth it.
The time,
even though
the,
the company,
effort, energy.
I paid for it out of my pocket. but
Oh,
then
you
the
paid
company-
out of your pocket?
Yeah, well, the company
Oh,
reimbursed
snap.
me, but
Oh,
I was
okay,
like
cool.
trying to find it.
Yeah.
Like, this is the only way I could find it. Usually we have dealers that we
Wow,
go
that's
through.
awesome, bro.
But
that we
can you
find.
say,
That's awesome.
like, can you say that it was, you say it wasn't worth it financially, money-wise, but would you say it was worth standing by your integrity, though?
It was really by my integrity.
Why?
That's
What
why-
were you feeling? What were you not? What were you feeling that you didn't want to
she
do?
She was saying that she's gonna go to Google and do this, reviews
Oh.
and cause more issues than it's really worth, and it really was not worth all that.
Yeah.
Like, fine, I just replace it for you. Like, I'm not gonna go through like a whole talk to all the managers and the owners about like, why is she reviewing this? Like, well, we broke her frame. Like,
Accidents happen.
I tried to remedy the issue by replacing it with something in the store any value.
She was just like,
Could've
this
been-
won't do, it won't
It
suffice.
could have been a Versace, could have been a Coach frame, could have been a Dolce & Gabbana, could have been anything in the store. And she decided not to. She wanted to be outraged and, this is not acceptable, this is and that. And it was like, okay. It was not worth,
Was she a Karen?
Probably.
not really. Well,
Or attitude, I guess.
it was that way. It was going that way. And when she said she was going to go
Karen-ish.
online because she was a Google reviewer, this and that, and like, oh, okay, well,
Well, I would say you were being exceptional rather than
I was
mediocre.
being exceptional, bro.
Because you went out of your way. You went the whole month.
I
Like, you
replaced
put
the
your own
lenses,
money
I
into
put my
it,
money into it,
And you
I
had to
put-
wait to get reimbursed it.
Yeah.
I see that. I was not going through my head at all of going that extra mile, bro. I was trying to get out of it. Like, So you did the exceptional thing, bro. You had some great integrity, I would say.
Yeah, it was
'Cause
just
you-
for me being the manager on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, okay, she's taking it to another level. Well, I'll take it to the another
Yeah.
level. Like,
Oh, wow.
Usually it'd be something that we would
Whoa.
just like, see you later. Do
Oh.
whatever you got to do. Go on Google. Do whatever you got to do. Do your
So
worst.
it was like the battle of who can be. For her, it was like, oh, I can be the worst right now. But for you,
And she
it
was being the worst.
But for you, it was to be the best.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like almost like good versus evil,
Yeah.
you
in a
know,
way.
type, but
Yeah.
in a way, but at the same time, you didn't have to go the extra mile. You didn't, right?
No, but I
Or-
mean, I also knew the fact that, the young lady that was helping her was really not experienced.
Oh.
So she really didn't know how to take care of this frame. Because when I saw it, I actually was the one that helped her put the order in and I told her straight up, like, this frame is not easy to
top
deal
shelf.
with. It's not easy. It's not even not about top shelf. It's about not if it breaks, that's it. Done deal.
Yeah.
But she took it to the next level. She was one of those that's not paying attention. Like, hey, sign this. This is a frame release. That didn't matter.
She's been like, you're fired.
She just
Terminated.
taking it to the next level of outrageousness.
Yeah.
That's where she was. I'm like, you know what? It's not even
Whoa.
worth dealing with all
I mean,
that.
It's not, but she got what she wanted.
Yeah, she did, and that's what. What do you want? I asked her, what do you want? I want you to replace this frame. I'm like, okay, well, I'll see what I can do.
Well, you won a customer. I would say she's probably
Man,
gonna
bro,
still do
I
business
gotta
with
be
y'all.
honest with you. I don't care if she comes back.
Yeah,
That particular patient, I don't
Right.
care if she comes back.
yeah.
Because she took it to the level where she was threatening. Not threatening like,
Your
I'm going to
lively-
beat you
lively-
up.
I'm gonna
livelihood.
send my
I'm gonna-
cousin.
No, not like that. Like, I'm going to go online. I'm going to write the worst review, like all these followers that I have.
In
are
a
gonna
sense,
see that
jeopardizing your livelihood in a sense.
Yeah, in a way. In a way.
sense, 'cause it's
so
like,
at
what-
that point, I don't really care if she came back or not.
Yeah, being
Does the company get on to you guys much about stuff like that? Like if things go left and they don't turn out in your favor, do corporate come down and
There's
talk
no
to y'all?
corporate.
So nobody like higher up or anything talks to y'all like, hey, y'all, these customers are complaining about.
It's me and my general manager, and then the owners.
Oh, okay. So y'all don't ever have those talks or anything like that?
We talk like, hey, what's going on? What's the situation? What's the fix? We work
Wow.
well. We work well together. We have each other's back. If it's something that like, okay, no, we're gonna let this patient, we're gonna fire him.
Bro,
Just tell him like, hey, you're not.
what you're saying is bringing something to me, bro. Like accountability is important when it comes to integrity,
Yeah.
because I feel like it's another like almost like a flashlight of like make sure you're doing right because you're gonna answer to somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
You know,
and
it helps you stay accountable because like, oh, then I got to deal with my such and such and like that's how I felt with the owner. Like, gosh, I felt like I had to be accounted for, and I could have got away with it because he wasn't watching.
Yeah.
But when somebody's always watching, it's like, and they know like what happened or what they're gonna question and come in and keep you accountable. So I feel like accountability is important when it comes to
honesty
integrity.
for you right there, it nipped it in the bud, as they say. It stopped it right there. So if you would have left and he would have came around and saw that sink,
Right.
like, who was here last? Oh, it's that window washer.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what?
Hire somebody else. Call somebody else.
No, not even that. Like, I'm gonna sue him.
Oh yeah, he could have done that too.
Yeah.
That could have been probably the worst things.
So I mean, you don't know if he's got like a nephew or son or daughter that's a lawyer. Like, can you
Right.
do this for me?
Right.
Yeah, done.
And they could have.
And
They
you
could
know
have
what?
gone really
you know what's
left.
the
bro.
opposite? I feel like of integrity is like laziness, pure laziness.
Ooh,
Man, I think that's
Like your ass is
dude,
being lazy.
bro.
No, for sure.
That
so
hit,
I
bro.
definitely could have been
That
lazy and
hits.
said like, hey, I would have just told the optician no.
Because look,
Sorry, like there's no.
I got
no
a good
fix for
one.
it.
I got a good story. 'Cause I'm listening to your story, and I'm like, damn, I don't got a story, but I do. This was recent too, like 2 nights. I think this was on Sunday, one of those 2 days. I think it was Monday because Mondays we're not busy, right? I'm a grill cook. You know, I do the fajitas. You know, I make some bomb ass fajitas, bro. Straight up.
You gotta.
And
You
I'll
talk
hook
is
you
cheap.
up.
Yeah, talk is
I'm gonna
cheap.
hook you up. I'll hook you up. Well,
Talk is
okay,
cheap,
so
bro.
you got a choice between steak, chicken, and shrimp, or all three. You
Bro,
can get a
he
triple.
made me some
Man, the
enchiladas,
combo,
bro.
bro.
Enchiladas.
You
were
want the
fire,
combo?
bro.
The
You want the
combo
triple
sounds
Beef
combo?
enchiladas.
Yeah.
With a
All right,
bunch
bro.
of cheese, rice, and beans.
So I would have to make. You can come pick it up, right?
Yeah.
All right
Yeah.
then. So then Thursday, then I'll make one.
Oh, dude, Mavs game. That's first Mavs game.
Yeah.
Against
You can't miss it.
Boston.
What time?
What time is
I
that?
think probably 7 or
Oh, it's
7:30. I
not
don't.
late at night.
Yeah. But no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your story.
It's fine. So Monday, right? We close at 10 p.m. Right? And You know, have you seen that movie? Waiting again to this movie. Like, have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Oh
Reynolds.
yes,
Ryan
yes,
Reynolds?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
That was like one of his first movies.
And it's funny because at the
was a
the
funny
end, the
movie.
guy the guy comes in with his girlfriend, and they're like, "Fuck, we're about to close," and they get all pissed. It's like that in real life.
No, it is. It
Dead
is
ass.
for us as well. Like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You still gotta serve them.
The
It doesn't
last
matter
customer.
if it's 9:58.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Last
So-
customer.
Yeah.
It was
That's bullshit,
everything's
by the
clean,
way.
everything's put away, everything's covered in saran wrap, everything's
Done.
the grill's clean,
Yeah.
everything's clean.
Dang, bro.
And then the people come in last minute, we're like, fuck, you know what I mean? But this was just two people. See, in recent days, like a couple weeks ago, it was like 9:50. We're closing in 10 minutes. 22 freaking people walked in.
Oh, wow.
A
Whoa.
big party.
Dang,
all
bro.
Mexicans. You know, and then like there's this same guy that I'm gonna be speaking on, and I hope he sees this. You racist prick. I'm sorry, but damn, dude.
Yeah.
I guess he's Puerto Rican, and I've heard his slurs, bro, like twice. The old Jairo would have already called him out.
Yeah.
Cause he was like, damn, these freaking Mexicans, bro. I swear. And I'm thinking, you must be fucking kidding. You know what I mean? Like, you must be joking. I'm a whole Mexican right here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you gotta be kidding. I think you're trying to be funny. You
Probably
gotta
trolling
be,
you, too.
You gotta be trying to be funny right now. And then I heard him say it a second time.
Oh,
like
wow.
on a weekend.
Yeah.
And it's just like, fucking Mexicans, bro. I'm like,
Puerto Rican said that? You sure he was Puerto Rican?
oh, I'm positive.
Dang.
Because look, he was like bragging on his Puerto Ricanness.
Well, yeah, I guess there's a
On
little
Monday,
pride
right?
there, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then okay, so here's the story. On Monday, it's like 9:57. We're closed. He goes back there and he's like, he asks me and Papa Shrek. Me and Papa Shrek actually.
Papa Shrek.
We're both being.
Y'all
It
teamed
was
up?
an interesting thing, bro. Very fucking interesting because we were both integral together.
Yeah.
Because he was like, he was
My-
asking me and him, he was like, hey, are y'all still serving everything back here? And I'm like, yeah, bro, nothing changes. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, but he had it mistaken with the weekend, but he was really trying to play, like, be a dumbass about it. Because he's being lazy. He was not, he's being the
He was
opposite
depending
of
on y'all to say no.
to say like, no, we're closed, fuck them, tell them to fuck off, but we weren't doing that. Because he was like, he asked me, he was like, hey bro, y'all still doing fajitas? Like, yeah, because on my side we do fajitas. On Papa Shrek's side, they're doing birria tacos.
Those
It's
are
like
good.
it's like a brisket in tacos.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on a flat iron.
Right.
He does the flat iron grill. I'm on the grill, like the lined grill, like the fire grill.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was tired. I was frustrated. But to me, I was just like, yeah, bro. At this point, because he's like, are y'all serving everything you're serving fajitas? I was like, bro, at this point, I don't give a fuck. Serve whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll be here till 11, midnight. I just don't give a damn right now. Do it. And he's like, oh, okay. So he wasn't getting what he wanted from me. He, you know what I'm saying? So he asked Shrek, Papa Shrek, like, hey, ando sirviendo todo. You're serving everything right now? Birria, tacos, everything? He's like, you see, wey? Todo. Lo que sea. Like, nigga, we open for business.
Yeah.
It
Whatever
doesn't
you
matter.
want.
It doesn't matter. It's 9:57. So he goes out back to his table. And then Papa Shrek's like, hey, wait, se fueron. Like, they left. It was a couple, bro.
Yeah.
It was a man and a woman. A
It was
couple
just
came
two?
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, at night. It was nothing. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it
We'll
would've
make
been
a
an
quick
easy-
little bam,
yeah.
bam, bam, gone. And he was like, se fueron, güey. ¿Por qué se fueron? And I was like, I don't know.
Cares?
I don't
Let's
care.
go.
I don't care. Let's
Pack
go
it up.
home, bro. Yeah, exactly. And the manager came back to me and he was like, see, this is what my point is. When you do the right thing, you're in the safe zone. You don't have, I did the integral thing without thinking about it. I didn't have nothing to worry about. See, he did because the manager came up to me and he was like, hey, what did you tell so-and-so about what you're making back there? I was like, I'm gonna give you my exact words. I was like, I told him, at this point, I don't give a shit. We're serving everything. He's like, really? Like trying to look for a lie in my eyes. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, really?
That's a surprise.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, okay. He's like, I'm gonna need you to say that same thing to the GM, to the general manager, not Tim Love.
Oh.
But like the guy
it's
right
a Tim
under.
Love restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
But the guy right under Tim Love. You know what I'm saying?
Was that-
So
Yeah.
that's
What?
John. That's John.
Tim Love, he's a well-known
chef.
chef.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like,
Harold met him.
oh,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
nice.
don't tell him
I mean,
where you
I
met
worked
him.
for him.
Don't tell him where you met
No, I
him.
mean,
but
he's got several restaurants here in Fort Worth.
Yeah, he has.
A lot
That's
of
what
the
he told me.
Stockers.
He has
That's what Harold
Caterinas, Paloma Suerte.
But I didn't know
which
you
is-
knew about him. That's cool.
A lot of
No,
people.
a lot of
do.
people,
lot of
know
people
about
do?
him. So he's one of those guys that was Iron Chef, I think was.
I
his name?
think it was
Oh,
Top
wow.
Chef. Iron
Top
Chef, you might be right.
Yeah, one
I
of
don't
those.
know.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
see, I didn't know that.
He's up there.
He's
He's
up
got
there.
restaurants everywhere, bro.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying.
Well,
to
Harold met him.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, he is my boss basically.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, he was like, I'm gonna need you to tell John exactly what you told me. I was like, cool, whatever. I'm trying to go home. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, and I was like, and then like Papa Shrek was like, why? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? What's really going on? I was like, I'm just ear hustling. Like, yeah, I wonder. You know what I mean? And like, he's like, yeah, the guy that came and asked y'all, he was like, he didn't want to serve them just because they were Hispanic.
Oh.
And I was like, what do you mean?
What?
And I was like, and then it occurred
crazy.
to me earlier on that night, he was all like bragging on his Puerto Ricanness. Like, oh yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. Oh, I'm Puerto Rican. Don't mistake me for Mexican. I'm not Mexican. Know what I mean? Like, don't make
I
that
guess
mistake.
a lot of people do then.
Yeah, they think that a lot of
Yeah.
people think, hey,
But a lot
you're
of Puerto
Mexican,
Ricans
fool.
think
You
they're
look-
Mexican.
You look like a Mexican, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? This fool looks like a fat Dak Prescott. And
That's a good description.
Sorry, Dak, but that's just
That's
the
a
way it
good
looks
description.
like.
That really painted a picture for me. Yeah.
Dead ass, bro. I'm not even kidding a little bit. But yeah, bro, like, yeah, he told, and they're like, it's funny because he's over by like the dishwashers and stuff, and he's like looking over like, like, yeah, bro, your ass is in trouble, you racist bastard.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, my point is, you know what I mean? Like, my point is, I did the right thing. I didn't know.
Even in the midst of
I-
racism.
Yeah, no,
and
for
hate.
See, because look, usually in that job, I'm not trying to be all macho about it, but it's a good kind of feeling because nobody calls me out on none of my stuff because I'm not out of pocket. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about being in trouble.
You fall in somewhat what it called line. You
Yeah,
fall in
I fall in line without them
Yeah.
telling me to fall in line.
Right.
And it's like I'm doing the right thing regardless while I'm there.
Yeah.
And it's like when he came to me, when it came to conflict, it was like I did the integral thing. I didn't have to worry about being in trouble.
Right.
He
right,
did
right.
because he was being lazy. If I was being lazy, you know what I'm saying? Let's say that the tables turned and the on the other side of the coin, and I was just like, you know what? Nah. Tell him fuck that. You know what I mean? Tell him we're closed.
real.
Tell him.
You could have too, bro.
And I could have, and I almost did.
Tempted.
That's the weird thing about this. I could have easily gone the other way without even thinking about it. Like, hey, you know what? Tell him everything's clean, bro. We're closed. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times, bro, I'm an asshole that way, and I
Yeah.
do say things like that.
Yeah.
You know? And what if I did do that? The guy would have came over to me and said, "What'd you say?" Oh, I fucked up, but I did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I basically played it safe by doing the right thing. I didn't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that's good, man.
You know?
that's really good.
That is good.
That's the little things like that are integrity.
That's when you hit the applause. Nah, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
kidding.
yeah, yeah.
Applause, applause. No, 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 no,
Good job,
no.
Jairo. You did the right thing.
Applause, applause. How's that song
just
go?
kidding.
Let me put that song on. Applause, applause. All right, Ray. All right, Ray. Go to commercial real quick.
All right.
Let me get some coffee.
All right, let's do it. All right, y'all, we're back.
We're back.
Had to take a little break.
Guess
But-
who's back?
Yeah, that was a great story though, Jairo.
Back
That was a
again.
funny story.
I
Yeah.
didn't think it would be so great.
Yeah, it was.
No, I mean it
is
definitely
funny.
falls in line with what we're talking about. It's definitely
Yeah.
one of those things where even the smallest thing it can determine your integrity. Even something
Yeah.
like that. Even in the workplace, just like that. Just
Yeah, and to all you racist Puerto Ricans, chill out.
Ayo, chill.
Chill out on my Mexican brothers. All right.
You know what's funny?
Check your people too, man, because that ain't cool. Hate ain't cool when it comes to
You know
this
what's
race.
funny?
I really dislike that. Whoever's listening that's Puerto Rican and you know
Hey,
somebody.
Let's not even.
Hey,
point-
no, people got to hear this. What's wrong with this?
Okay, go ahead.
What's wrong? You don't got to edit it, but this is my real heart.
I might have to because
I
Because
hate-
look,
hate.
because
I
hate
hate
racism obviously is wrong. We
Hate
all hate
crimes.
it and dislike it. So it's like it's an obvious thing. But anyways,
What I'm saying-
because I have some Puerto Rican friends and they're cool.
I don't
they're
care.
Not,
I don't
they're
care.
not hateful. The ones that I have,
Yeah.
They're not hateful.
You know what's
bro.
funny? Mike Mull is half Puerto Rican.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm not just
You
trying to
did
call out
mention
one
that.
specific race. I'm just saying all
I
hate.
said racism, bro. But
Yeah, but you just say all
in
my
this
Puerto
story,
Rican.
yeah, in this story that.
you Puerto Rican racist.
So listen, in the context of Jairo's story, yeah, Puerto
Yeah.
Rican,
Yeah.
Puerto Rican. He could have been Dominican. Are you sure he was Puerto Rican?
No, yeah, I'm positive.
Okay, we'll see. But still, racism is wrong, bro. Hate and racism is wrong. Period.
hate
Overall, let me not. I know it's uncomfortable, but hey, I don't like it.
I hate you haters.
So, but going back to integrity, let's keep our integrity intact here, guys.
Relax.
Let's relax the nerves. Ray had some good questions when it comes to integrity.
Do you have them off the top?
I don't
of your
have
head?
them on the top of my head, but
Oh,
I got them on the.
Well, good thing
Google
that I
sheet.
do. Here, you want to look them up and ask, or shall I just ask for you, or what do you want
You
to do?
just ask. I mean, it's topics.
So I'm going to ask you guys. Ray has some good questions that were really thought-provoking, and I really took the time to answer them all. One of them was, do you feel it is important to have integrity as a parent?
Yes.
Who wants to answer? Who wants to answer that?
Oh well. It's like, cause yeah, man. You know, obviously your kids are watching everything you do.
Yeah.
Your kids are watching everything you do. Your kids are gonna end up talking the way you talk. And it's funny, like where my mind goes right now. You know, because you were just kind of touched on racism just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever seen that movie. If you haven't, it's really good. I got to put it on my list actually. The number 42.
Oh, the
Ray or
no,
something Robinson?
Chadwick Boseman.
Huh?
No, that's
Chadwick-
the actor. He
Chadwick
was acting
Boseman
for
is the actor that played
Jackie
number
Robinson.
42, Jackie Robinson.
Jackie
Yeah.
Robinson.
Yeah.
Right? It's funny because it's not funny actually. It's not funny at all.
No, he
But,
really went through all that. Yeah.
Right.
And there was this one scene where the dad, like, there's a dad out in the stands and he's in the crowd and he's like, you know, using the N-word. You know, I can't even say it right. I couldn't say it, but he's using the N-word.
Right.
He's like, you know, yeah, you get out of here. You know, we don't like your kind. We don't want you around. And then it shows like a clip, and then it shows his son, the father's son.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like looking at his dad like confused, and he's like, you know, looking down at him, and he's like, yeah, we don't want you around. You know, N-word. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
just
racial
because his dad
slurs.
was doing it, he started.
Yeah, just because his dad was doing
So
it.
learn behavior.
He started
Yeah.
doing it. So it's like, dude, you just created a little racist kid.
Yeah.
And he's
Generational,
gonna grow
bro.
up to be racist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Generational.
And I've seen, I won't name drop because it's a pretty delicate situation, but I know somebody very close, and they're just without even realizing it, but they're a good person. You know what I mean? He's a good person. Racist as hell. You know what I mean? Like racist as hell.
Does
like
that define him as a good person still? If he's
That's-
racist, because if
that's-
that's a level of hate, does that
that's-
mean? I don't know. That to me, that's weird to say. But
That's
go
the
ahead.
question.
I didn't
But
mean to
have
interrupt.
you ever noticed that, like, you know, I'm kind of going off right here, off the rails a little, but it's like, you know, these older generation, like older people, like my grandmother, for example, you know, she was really just didn't like black folks, like, you know, just like always confusing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, why you like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it makes sense because of how it was back then.
Right.
But anyways, my
Racism.
point is just like, your kids are gonna be a reflection of you, obviously.
Right.
It's like,
Or
it's-
in their environment.
yeah, they're gonna be like you. So it's important to, you know what I mean? It's important to like, you know, be somebody who you want your kids to be like. And so I'm just gonna stick this verse in the day just in case, because it fits perfectly with this actually.
Read it.
So before I forget, and it's just it's Proverbs chapter 10 verse 17 says, "The godly walk with integrity; blessed are their children who follow them."
That is a good verse.
So if you're an integral person, you know, your
Man,
kids
that
are gonna
is-
have integrity.
Well, that falls in line with what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, I'm just gonna go off.
Perfect. So let me read that again. Do you feel it is important? Honestly, bro, I feel like you answered it for me too. So it's
In a
like,
sense.
yeah. So I'll leave it at that unless you want to add something to it, Ray, because I feel like that was perfect. Like when you use the word, you like kind of stamp it. So
Yeah, well, for me, like now that my kids are grown, you know, I can say there's a lot of times that I wasn't integral as a parent. So,
Why? What
but
do you
luckily,
think?
I mean, the drinking and the, just
Partying.
party lifestyle that I lived. Sometimes probably wasn't the best person. And they saw that. They saw the bad me, and sometimes making the decision. That one thing I did not do is I wasn't one of those that would go party and get so hammered and then not go to work the next day. I was always one of the guys that would get up and go to work.
Salute to you, because I wasn't that.
So I definitely didn't show that part. I didn't show like hey, your job is not important, or you just F off and not worry about like paying bills and stuff. That was another thing, is like paying bills. I did make sure everything was paid.
So you were
to
integral.
my best ability. Yeah, to my best of my ability. There's been some times like, oh dang, I forgot to send that payment, and then you're like, oh, the lights are off. Damn.
Oh,
Damn. Let me get on this. Let me get on my phone real quick. Okay, sorry. I'll be on in about an hour. Definitely done that.
yeah, me too.
And the water, too, is like, oh, dang. I thought I had till this date. Like, nope, they came in.
Yeah, that's
turn
happened
off
to me
the water.
recently too.
Yeah, but things like that were just kind of like accidents. But, I was definitely one of those persons try to be fair with people. Like, I was not one of those like racist or
Right.
blurring out racial slurs or being racist, dude.
Right.
It's just not. That was never that was never me.
Right.
Even as a little kid, even though I grew up in the time that I did, I was never about that.
Yeah.
Like, I would say the words, but not like.
It was more like cultural
yeah.
friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really admire people that like, like I wouldn't say it's generational curse. It's not really necessarily that, and it kind of is, but it's like, but it's like hate. I noticed, but you know what I mean by trickles down. Hate can trickle down.
Yeah.
And sometimes you would think in a scenario like, you know what I'm saying, like let's say my grandma, was really racist and just had this hate towards a certain group of people, that could have trickled down on me, or I could just decide to not be like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know what? I don't like what I see in you, so I'm going to change and not be nothing like how the way you are,
right,
or were. And see, in that sense, like, that's why, I do my best. I try to be exceptional in being present in my daughter's lives because of the negative that I saw, like, my dad not being there. I know this is kind of a sort of a cliche. You hear this often sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot, like, hey, my parents weren't really there. I got a lot of buddies that, like, that his parents weren't there for him, and he's like, man, that's why I'm so involved. That's why I'm so involved with my kids, because you want
better for your children.
Yeah, because like my father was never present, so I'm gonna be present and involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna break that,
cycle.
Chain, that cycle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just wanting better for not just your kids, but just like a new generation. You know what I mean? Be part of be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah, there you go.
Stuff.
There you go. Make one change the world one kid at a time.
So, I guess, have you ever had the have you ever had those conversations with your kids, niece and nephew? Like, as far as when they're getting older, like, did you ever come back to them and, hey, I'm sorry? Because you said you felt like bad when it comes to being integral and drinking and partying. Like, you ever come back and ever apologize for that or anything?
There's times that I probably have. I honestly can't remember a time.
Yeah.
I sat down and say, hey, sorry about this. But I try to keep them out of anything that was going on, that was like between me and my wife. We definitely tried to keep that away. There's been some times, there's maybe a few times that it did kind of involve them, and they saw it like, hey, what's going on?
Right.
But for the most part, they were already older. It wasn't anything when they were little.
Okay.
Yeah. And as far as like, that's one thing about my kids. They really don't like drinking or being a part of that lifestyle.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know they didn't drink, bro. That's great.
I mean, I'm sure
Bianca,
my daughter might have drinks here and there, but not.
Wow.
I mean, I'm sure they
That is great to hear, though.
They don't indulge in taking in excess.
No.
That's good.
Yeah,
Neither do
I feel like because maybe they saw us,
Yeah.
and how we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. My family and I, we didn't mix with alcohol, bro.
No, we didn't.
We couldn't handle our alcohol or liquor.
Emotions.
So, and everybody was around when things would pop off. So it was probably traumatizing for everybody.
Yeah.
Which it was the worst, which is good. I'm glad they didn't, or at least they're not indulging in how we are.
Yeah,
or
like
how we were.
I witnessed the person firsthand. Again, I can't drop names. I wish I could. So, like, man, he would drink in excess, and he'd be around his brothers and stuff, and man, it was like ridiculous. Like they just started getting into fights, and
That's kind of the way we were.
and they just like start fighting, and it's just like the reasonable persons that were around would be like, man, why do y'all do this every time?
Yeah.
Like y'all do this crap every time, and y'all drink and y'all have a good time for like about an hour. After that, you're trying to kill each other.
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
Like,
well, I heard like alcohol is like it brings an aggression, bro. Like it brings like a
the ego, it inflates that ego, man.
Yeah.
The ego starts
It
to
like
swell up and
it does.
And
It like
spirit.
like pride.
machismo and
Yeah, exactly. It's like
yeah.
it brings that out, and then everybody wants to be right.
Are y'all familiar with like how they call alcohol like booze like spirits?
Yeah, I've saw how they make alcohol, bro. Like I've seen it on YouTube, and I always wonder why they call it spirits, bro. Yeah, I always wondered why they call it spirits, but
I think that makes you become someone you're not really.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that person.
gives you spirit.
yeah, bro,
it's
a spirit. It
It's
really
funny
is a
'cause, I
spirit.
don't know if you ever seen that movie Pain and Gain with The Rock and
Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're
Yeah.
like the Rock, he's like sober.
Yeah.
And like the guy that they kidnap is like out there in the warehouse, and he's like, I need a drink, and then like the Rock's like, we don't keep spirits here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's like all sober.
So going back to that question, bro, I guess reflecting for my own with my own kids is like, I know for a fact that I've, snapped and went off on my kids before, right? And it was an ugly part of me that I wish my kids never saw. Especially when I was arguing with my wife too as well. We had got into our arguments then, and they would see it all. And I'm learning, bro, like when I screw up like that, I have to go and apologize to them as well.
Yeah, no, for sure.
As before,
For
I
sure.
would like whatever. I don't even care. Like they're young, they don't even know. But I feel like from listening,
Acknowledging,
from listening to other dads and how they go about, like these dads are already raised their kids, they already put them in college, and then they're talking about how they were with them.
Yeah, here's the thing.
As a younger thing. So let me share. Let me just say this. So they've spoken that into my life after listening to them, and I get to their levels and just really try to, like, I'm sorry for arguing and yelling, and mommy and daddy love you. It's just mommy having, I'm trying to explain my best to them, bro. Mm-hmm. And then I just and I hug them and just try to, and I pray with them sometimes, and I try to hope to God that, they don't adopt those habits, or whatever. But I see it in my daughter, bro. It scares me.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, gosh, oh my gosh, I see that ugly. That came from me. Like, I be seeing it with my daughter. So
You know
I'm
what
like,
bar?
Oh my gosh,
you know
it's
what
scary.
bar is arising in me right now?
A bar?
To act in a way in such a way where you never have to apologize.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's being perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like even especially in anger, like and when
In
you're
the midst of anger, bro.
in the midst of anger, yeah, that how you react to anger, that really speaks volumes on who you really are.
Yeah.
Somebody can say something to really just piss you off, and
Yeah.
you're just like, how you gonna act? What are you gonna say? You're gonna say something snarky, something
Yeah.
sharp, something mean,
Because
or
I
are you
feel-
just gonna be kind?
I feel like whenever I would, in the midst of me and my wife arguing in the past, I'd be so filled with, I guess, pride and just, I'm right.
You're wrong.
And then, my kids see it, and I'm like, this is not good. And there's times where I just, whatever, who cares? But I feel like humbling myself and getting to their level and explaining myself, I feel like they need to see my example of me apologizing when I'm wrong. Because if I go on without my life, not apologizing to my kids, then they're going to be like that too, not apologizing either for what? They're going to act the way they want to act and not apologize. Because my dad did it. My mom did it. Why should I? They're gonna feel.
Right.
I don't want to give them that reason. I don't want to give them that reason because
Like, oh, that's how we treat people. Okay.
yeah, because my parents did it or whatever. But so I'm making that. I've been making that change of just acknowledging them, even if something like that. Even it doesn't have to be into an extreme of arguing, blowing up, but just little things. Little things. When I snap, a little snap here, or frustration here, agitation here, whatever. And like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's one thing I was going to mention. I mean, I was going to interrupt you, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you young fathers have a lot of resources now. You guys
we got no excuse.
You really, you guys have it all. Like
what?
That's true though.
Well, I mean,
podcasts, dude. There's
listen to
dad
other
podcasts.
Fathers out there, how
Books.
Countless YouTube channels,
videos.
You have resources in front of you at your
That's so
disposal,
true, bro.
to help you maneuver through your fatherhood.
Right.
And it's out there. You guys have like endless knowledge right now on how to handle situations and help you
If we
get
so
through it.
choose.
If you so choose. That's true.
Embrace that overflow of knowledge and wisdom.
Yeah.
That's at our service.
That's if you even seek it. If you even seek it.
Yeah. People stay in their ways, bro. They don't
Yeah.
care. Some people don't care. They don't care to change. They are who they are. Fine.
Yeah,
That's fine
true.
too.
That's fine too. But then then your kids are gonna suffer.
Eventually, you're gonna see what come of your kids. Eventually, you're gonna see and I'm hoping for the best, but I got to do the work now,
Right.
to get the end result of whatever I want. Hopefully, we'll see in them. Hope to God.
Yeah, that's
But-
it. Boom.
So is your reputation of being a man of integrity important to you? That was a hard one to answer, bro, because I feel like, I don't know, I didn't understand it because
Say it again.
is your reputation of being a man of integrity important to you? So it was hard for me to answer that, bro, because first off, okay, what is a man then? Is a man, I feel like men have many, many hats. Not just a man. You're a father, you're a brother, you're a son, you're a business owner, you're a worker, you're
a disciple, if
a
anything.
disciple. Yeah, a son. There's so many hats that we have on throughout the day. I feel like maybe being a man, bro, is being integral and keeping all those hats on and being the best with having those hats on.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna steal this.
Because that was hard to answer, bro. For me,
I'm gonna steal this from Shia LaBeouf once again, bro. Just being useful, being useful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I find happiness in being useful to others. You could chase happiness all damn day, bro, and that's just selfish.
Yeah.
And I see that, like, happiness it pours out, and if it overflows, bro, like, and it pours out whenever like how if you're able to help somebody, you know what I mean? Like recently I've been doing something which I can't speak on it because it's something that I kind of do in secret between me and God. But it's like it's help. You know what I mean? It's help. It feels great. You know what I mean? Like whenever you're able to, give to the needy, whatever like that. And it's just like, man, being able to look in somebody's eyes and be like, I helped you. You know what I mean? Like there's a little pride in it, but it's just like you're not. It's almost like being selfless is almost kind of selfish because you're doing it for them, but really you're kind of doing it for you too.
Yeah.
You're kind of doing it for you to feel better about yourself. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's okay. You know what I mean? Like it's one of the most exceptional, ultimate things, supreme things that you can do. You know what I mean?
it does make you feel better when you help somebody, but I don't chase it for that.
No, for sure. I don't definitely do that. I don't.
Out of pure generosity?
Yeah, I only do it just to see their reaction. Like, oh, thank you. Like
You do it for that.
Well, yeah, because I don't know, bro. Honestly, it's because, okay, I get my values from the word. It says to give, right? Give to the needy. Help, right? Help the needy. I don't know what verse is. If you want to look up a verse of it, but give, bro. Giving is to me is a way of showing love. I know we've talked about that. Give. So yeah, if somebody's in need, I give whatever I can, and I feel like that giving gives me some level of satisfaction. Like, all right, yeah. And especially when they're super grateful and thankful, and I get that reaction, I'm like, yeah, it feels good. But I I don't chase it for that. I just do it because God says. So it's like, you know, God gave me his son, Jesus. So why can't I give a couple dollars, spare a couple change or whatever I'm giving? That's just the way I think. What about you, Ray? When it comes to your reputation of being a man of integrity, is it important to you?
For sure. I mean, especially like, you know, being in business and business for yourself, you have to have that integrity.
Yeah.
You know, as a husband, got to show that integrity. You know, go out, you know, with your friends, and you know, have that integrity to come back home to your wife.
Right.
Things like that. I mean, it's definitely important to me. I mean, it is one definition to be a man is having integrity. So I think it's very important. I mean, there's men out there that they don't have integrity, and you see how they live and how they roll.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that. Let's open that up, like, because there are influential men out there that say it's okay to have multiple girlfriends, have multiple wives, and indulge basically, or I don't know how they live their life, but they glorify it. Mm-hmm. Like, what do you guys think about that, about that?
You know what men that with integrity get? They receive fully all the time, no matter what. Respect, bro.
But people respect these people.
I feel like
look at their following.
I feel like not
they all think alike.
The elite don't, in my opinion.
I don't know about that.
The elite people, like in my opinion, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be all like sounding arrogant. I might be coming off as a little arrogant.
Yeah, but it's more so. What do you think? Like, I mean, obviously we don't. I don't value that. I don't go about that way.
No,
because I think it's wrong. I mean, and not only that, I get my values from God. Like he says to have one wife. The New Testament says to have one wife.
No,
but I know in the Old Testament, Solomon and King David, they had multiple concubines, multiple wives. They had this whole.
What the hell's a concubine?
It's in the Bible.
It's
old. Sorry,
that's a good question.
Here's the definition of concubine. Historical. In polygamous societies, a woman who lives with a man but has lower status than his wife or wives.
A mistress. Basically,
yeah.
A mistress, bro. They had multiple mistresses, and I feel like a lot of the religion from that side. And I'm speaking about Andrew Tate. I'm sorry, but he's an influential man. He's influencing all these people, and a lot of people believe what he believes, bro, and go about his way. But somehow he's respected. Somehow he's.
I don't know if the word respect.
What do you call it?
Top G.
What do you call it? Influential.
Influential, yeah. I guess.
But why?
Because he's got a reach. There's people that want to hear what he says. Mm-hmm. Don't necessarily like him, but they want to see what he says.
Yeah. That's me. Like,
it's like
I don't really all the way agree with the shit he says, but it's funny.
Like, y'all remember
it's entertaining. I can't lie.
Stern?
Yeah, it is entertaining.
Y'all remember Howard Stern?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so Howard Stern was the same way. He came up the same way as Tate is. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily they liked him or what he was saying was not like
you like the controversy.
The controversy, yeah. It's like, oh, what is he gonna do today?
Yeah, it's entertaining, bro.
Yeah, it's entertainment. That's all what it is.
Bro, but I'll tell you what, I do appreciate his boldness, his honesty, and being able to speak up about whatever, all openly and honestly.
Right.
Even in the midst of getting the backlash, the heat, whatever, he could still stand there. I'm a billionaire, bro. Like, you don't. What I mean, he's just speaking his mind, bro. Like, I feel like people should be able to speak their mind.
That's probably why too, because he's got money.
Yeah,
and
he's wealthy.
Like people with money, like, well, I need to copy what he's doing, or
to get the same result.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
As far as that, bro, everything else though, I feel like it's somewhat like, okay, it makes sense. I understand, but I appreciate that about him. But having multiple wives and girlfriends to me obviously is wrong because of what the New Testament says. So I'm just gonna hold on to that.
I feel like it's disrespectful.
What is?
Like having more than one woman.
Why?
Because I respect women like a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, I grew up obviously with a single mother. My mom raised me single by herself, and I have two younger sisters. So it's like I highly esteem them. You know what I mean? Like I put them on a pedestal where in my opinion that's where they belong. And also the same with my daughters. I wouldn't want some guy.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Ooh,
I don't want some
yeah.
freaking guy thinking like, oh,
Yeah.
you could marry my daughter and have a mistress, bro.
Yeah,
I'll fucking bury you in my
yeah.
backyard.
That-
How hard would it be just to do that? Like, I don't even like logistically. Like, I don't even.
They could, bro. I know a few people that could do it
I
and
don't
have
do
done it
what?
and are doing
I
it.
don't get it.
Having all these girls.
Oh.
I don't get it, bro.
They're
Like,
Mondays, they're Tuesdays, they're Wednesdays, they're Thursdays, they're Fridays, all that type of
I
stuff.
love my wife, but man,
What
just
is it?
having my wife is
It's chaotic, bro.
What is it called? Monogamy, right?
Monogamy.
Monogamy, yeah.
Or having multiple.
No. Monogamy is, I believe, one.
one. Yeah.
All right, well, let's change this. Let's see. Next question. Ooh, if your integrity has been compromised, what steps have you taken to restore it?
Repentance.
Change the way you think. Changing the way you think.
Yeah,
So
change-
I
Well,
guess
just like you said with your kids when you would have those arguments, you know, you're restoring your integrity by apologizing to them and tell them
sorry.
why you were doing it.
Yeah, that I was wrong.
Yeah.
They got to know I was wrong.
It's not
Yeah.
fully restored if you don't stop.
That too, but bro, it's
Chill.
it's not the easiest thing sometimes, bro, to be perfect in relationship, and some things, just it's like friction. There's friction there. There's some things that need to be sorted out. I feel like in any relationship there needs to be some kind of level of friction so that people can be understood.
Yeah.
So
There's
Damn.
gonna be friction. Like
I
always gonna be friction.
got a good one, bro. It's James chapter 1, verse 20. It says, "For man's anger does not bring about the righteous life that God desires." Dang. I've never even
but
heard,
there's
I've never
also a
even,
scripture that
I've
says
never even
don't
heard that one.
to not go to bed angry. So I think it's still okay to be angry. Just don't go to bed angry and don't be all bitter to the point where you're angry every day.
Yeah.
Because if you're angry every day, you're just an angry man.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that doesn't help anybody neither. Like, who wants to be around an angry man?
Yeah.
Nah, nobody. Some people have to deal with it or are forced to because they don't have a choice, or whatever. But it's not the easiest
Yeah, the
thing
one
being
that you're
around
talking-
a angry man all the time.
That's good. I haven't seen this one in a long
Like
time.
walking on eggshells.
It says Ephesians, that's the one you're talking about. Ephesians chapter 4:26. It says, "And don't sin by letting your anger control you. Don't let the sun go down while you
Yeah,
are
that
still
one.
angry. For anger gives a foothold to the devil." Damn.
Man,
I
anger.
never really understood, right, what foothold meant, right?
Mm-hmm.
But shouts out to Michael Todd once again. But he broke it down for me, bro, one time, and he was just like, like the door right there. Like, you know how, like, let's say somebody's coming in, and then, like, I'm trying to close it, and they put their foot there. Like, nope. That's a foothold. I never knew that.
Oh, okay. So
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like a foot. Yeah, like when you put your foot down and you're trying to close it, like, can't close the door.
Yeah.
It's like it's like you're leaving room for the devil to come in and
Oh.
dismantle and then divide everything.
Yeah, destroy.
It's insane because like with my past relationship, man, dude, we'd get angry. We gave the devil a foothold, and he came in and destroyed and devoured and
Like the
divided.
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, bro, like a twister through the house,
Yeah.
like just everybody separated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so anybody got to say anything else before we end it? I had some questions too, but I feel like we've covered.
Well,
Yeah.
just ask it. See.
Just ask it. Come on, man.
I mean, do we gotta be anywhere?
No.
Yeah, what's
but
more
I feel like
important?
this is a long podcast. How long
Well,
is
we've
it?
been recording, but a lot of it's gonna be cut off anyway. So
Yeah.
it's really technically not that long. It's at an hour right now. Hour 18.
Okay, so so I guess I want to get your guys' reaction when you found somebody out who wasn't integral to you guys in any situation. Like, how did you
It's
react?
kind of like the anger thing. Like, I change my perspective. So I'll change my perspective on why they weren't integral.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's going on? Like, is he?
What is it?
What's going on? Like, why was he?
Why do you
not
feel the need to
integral?
act like this?
Yeah.
I felt like that was entitlement. What happened with you, with that lady? She wasn't feeling super entitled.
Oh yeah, she was definitely super entitled. That's
Yeah.
exactly and
it's
that's,
the root.
That's
selfishness.
That's yes, selfishness.
it's
She
evil.
was definitely selfish, and she was very evil, like maniacal, like using
Right. Using it everything
against you to get what she wants. And I'm just like,
Oh.
I already know what it is. Like, just tell me what it is. Let's just stop. Let's not play any games. What do you want?
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I kept my cool. Like, okay, that's fine. I could have said, just well, then go do your worst. Go do your worst. We're done here.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I would act that type of way. I mean, sorry, let me retract what I'm trying to say. So there was really nobody else around in our area
When that was happening.
So I could have gone either way. I could have said, just kick rocks, lady.
Yeah.
You know, it's harder when you have a room full of people and they make it seem like you're not taking care of them. They'll make a scene.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is it you want? Just tell me what it is. And I told her, what is it you want?
Yeah.
Replace my frame.
Right.
I want the exact same frame. I'm like, okay, but it may take a while. I told her straight up, it may take a while. And she's like, fine.
Dang, she must have really loved them glasses, bro. Dang.
So, and the other thing that the integrity thing is, like, I saw her prescription. So her prescription is, she just needs to see things clearer. It was not anything like mine. Like, if I take mine off, like, I can't see anything.
Right.
She just, for style. She just wanted to be, saucy, exactly. and it had some prescription, and it was very.
I need my drip, Ray. I need my drip.
Like,
wow.
You don't. So she don't even need them for driving. If she was getting a driver's license, she didn't even.
Pride of life,
bro.
I got to be fly, Ray.
Yeah, exactly. I have to be fly.
Lust of the eye.
This is gonna give me
literally.
That's all it was.
Yeah. So I guess for me too, like, if somebody was at my house, bro, and washing. Recently, we got our backyard tree cut down, like maybe a few months ago.
Yeah.
Because it was digging into our foundation. We had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So we finally, maybe few months back, we got it cut down. And I noticed they charged us really super cheap too. It was a freaking deal still compared to all the guys that came and gave us their 8,000, 10,000. Yeah. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
But the guys, they were great guys. They're hard workers and they gave us a great deal. But so they took it down, and I noticed when I got home when they were like already gone, there was a big old dent on my what was that called? Gutter. And it wasn't there before. And so maybe this is a reflection, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's a reflection of who I am.
Yeah.
So basically, I let it go. And because my reasoning was they charged us super cheap. They were working hard. And there were so many of them, and it was like we stole almost. So there's a reflection. I feel like, okay, yeah, bro, I let it go. But I could have been that guy, like, hey, you broke my gutter.
A stickler.
I need it fixed. I could have been that way. I let him go, bro. And I feel like maybe, I don't know if that's wrong or right, bro, but because, I don't know. It's like hard for me because I feel for them because I'm a business owner and I understand. But at the same time, you didn't even know. Nobody said nothing.
That's one thing. Yeah.
So it's like, it made me feel like,
you could at least told me.
I wrestled and I battled. Exactly. Yeah, you know what? Now that you're saying it, bro, yes, this is making so much, it's like clarity to me now. Like,
it's just like, when it happens to you,
yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So it's like the feeling like, okay, he cared enough to at least tell me.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So
golden rule.
So, but I didn't remember that when that happened, bro. I guess I was being too lazy to even think way back, like what happened to my gutter. Mm-hmm. But it's good to have it in the forefront of my mind when I do something like that anywhere else or whatever I'm doing, to remember that. Because I feel like if I remember that, that's gonna help me regard others better.
And be considerate.
Right. So, but that goes with that. But what were you gonna share, Ray?
All right.
Sorry, I had to get that story up.
Okay, no, it was good. You got a good enough deal to where replacing that gutter is probably
myself. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think of it like that too. I could, so true.
Because sometimes
I'll tell you, bro, they charge us like 35 or 38 racks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, compared to the 65 to the 10.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You mean 3,800, not 38 actual racks.
38, bro. $3,800.
Yeah,
Jairo,
that's 3
for
racks.
this. Yeah. So what about you, Jairo? You haven't answered.
What was the question again?
I guess what was your reaction when you had the same thing done to you when it comes to somebody not being integral to you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did have something brewing. So I kind of got this from DMX. I don't know if you've ever heard him say it. And he's like, you know, when somebody does me wrong, you know, that they do something, like let's say they lied to me or they stole from me or they snaked me, they treated me a type of way. All I do now is like, I don't take it personal, but it's like he said, like DMX, he's like, you know, trust a snake. You know, trust a liar to lie to you. Trust a thief.
Dude,
trust a thief to steal from you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Trust a snake to bite you. But
Yeah.
trust them to be themselves. Know
Wow.
them when you see them. When you see them well.
Yeah.
It's like,
Wow.
it's like, okay, I recognize who you are. Oh, you're the
Right.
liar. Okay, so I expect you to be coming around lying.
Yeah.
Bro.
Don't expect anything
Wow.
different.
Yeah, it's like I don't, you know, I'm not gonna fucking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna expect nothing different. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
So there's-
I'm gonna
so there's
accept
no-
you for who you are. Really?
Yeah.
You're a liar.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
you're a liar.
Yeah.
Who are you trying to fool?
Like, yeah, you've done this before.
Bruh. Yeah, bro. But that's a good one, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it's like you let me down in the past, like you're probably gonna let me down again.
Yeah.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Not putting your whole eggs in one basket when it comes to a person to do
Right.
something for you.
yeah. And
Kind
there's
of
like,
sad, but yeah,
it is. It sucks, bro.
it's
I hate that.
unfortunate-
I hate
it's
that.
unfortunate,
But
Yeah,
whatever.
when you give them the benefit of the doubt and you're like, oh no, and then
Fail
they do
you.
the same thing, you're like, damn.
they constantly fail you. Like, when are you gonna get it? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, when are you gonna understand that that's who they are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
like-
surround yourself around people that have integrity.
yeah, like
Accountability. Goes back
Accountability.
into accountability. Will keep you accountable.
Oh, definitely.
You know?
Like,
Because I feel like that's a safe place to be. Remember what that dream too, with all the lions and like I feel like being
Oh, right.
being in the midst of lions or whoever you want to become, be in the midst of them so they can keep you accountable. Y'all want another one?
I do want another one.
Another one.
I think I have another one.
I've been putting that on Facebook.
Oh shit.
Like DJ Khaled, another one. We the best. It's the best. No, I'll be like, DJ Khaled. Instead of we the best, it's the best.
Actually, no, bro. We covered them all.
Covered all
Excuse
your
me,
bases.
that was it. Yeah. No, we covered it. I feel like the questions we covered everything. I feel like we don't need to.
Okay, well, let's talk about some other stuff that I just had brewing.
All right, let's
Cool.
go.
All right, so since you guys been going to the gym and stuff, what is some of your remedies or not remedies, some of your regimens that you use to go to the gym? You know, because I know I was telling you about me starting to work out at home and stuff, and being super sore and it sucks.
Yeah,
It
being
sucks.
sore sucks.
Yeah. What are you guys using to help like alleviate all that gym stuff?
That BCAA powder, the amino acids, that recovery, that liquid, it's for pure recovery. And it's like when I was in the eye of the storm, right? Just in the middle of it, just like, you know, constantly really, really sore. Like I'd make me a whole pitcher of that BCAA powder, right? The one that I sent you.
Yeah.
And I want to try the grape flavor because I was using the watermelon flavor. But I would do is I'd get a big pitcher. I basically substituted water for that. It's kind of like electrolytes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's amino acids. It's better. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, it's supposedly good
like,
for you. Yeah.
like if you work out, like what I was doing, I drink it before, and during, even after. You know what I mean? Like so that my muscles are completely hydrated, keeping everything.
Is that what it is? You're just dehydrated.
Everything hydrated. Yeah, basically, you know, your muscles are kind of dehydrated. They're kind of dried out, and they're just like, you know, kind of like screaming for help, like. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the desert here, bro. You know what I mean? Like give me some water.
Yeah.
Like water is cool, straight, but it just doesn't suffice. Not really. Not all the way. You know what I mean? And Gatorade, it's gonna replenish you, but it's just like amino acids. It like puts you back together. You know what I mean? Like where you're supposed to
Recovery.
be. You're recovered, and that muscle has built on, and now it's time to slap on another layer of strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the amino. I should.
What else?
And what about like pre-workout?
Pre-workout. Well, obviously I use this. Send me some free bucked up. Right. I use this bucked up. And man, dude, it gets you going. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I'll be honest with you, like, I don't feel like it. I usually don't feel like it. It's like, shout out to Rogan, right? He's always saying, you know, you're not always going to be motivated. You're not going to be motivated every single day.
I saw that video you sent.
Which one?
The pre-workout and no pre-workout.
Oh yeah, it's like that. It's just like, why is this so heavy?
Yeah,
you know?
like, let me just go home.
Yeah, I'm just going home. That guy's hilarious, bro. That guy's so funny. He's coming up. And yeah, man, it's just it's like how I don't want to, like, even today, like, you're gonna have more days, like, you're gonna have more days where you don't feel like going. You know what I mean? They're gonna be more numerous than the days you do feel like going. But those days that you don't feel like going and you go, those are the ones that count.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody can be fucking motivated.
I know Jairo hit a PR the other day when we went to go work out. He like,
really?
What you got like, didn't you?
Oh, it was like 225, right?
Yeah.
Like 6 times?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, it was 45 and 35 plate.
Yeah. 45.
So
and
that's
35.
one, I think what, not even, no, it's like 2 something.
That was 205.
Yeah, so you hit it several times and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, and we had already
So
done like
he's
3
been
sets.
consistent. I haven't. So kudos to Jairo and
No, it shows, man.
yeah,
It
Jairo's
shows.
been
When
getting,
we started the podcast, definitely different.
yeah, he was
different-
deflated.
Different guy.
I
No,
don't-
he
I
was
don't-
inflated.
I don't feel like it.
He
You know
looks
what I mean?
deflated
Oh,
now.
I feel like he's
Because I'm seeing
okay.
myself every day, and I'm just like, meh. You can
Yeah.
do
Well,
better.
'cause
Yeah, for sure.
You're
There's still
seeing
room for
it.
progress,
You're seeing
man.
yourself every day, so you don't see the result.
Yeah, the result. I mean, I'm pretty damn. Like, I keep telling my buddy, like, man, I'll probably do it right now because I wish I would have done this 5 months ago. Took a picture of my beginning because I didn't know. I'll be honest. I've been always kind of shitty when it comes to consistency. You know what I mean? And it's so like I've always kind of like, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I can
it
attest to
sucks
that.
saying this. Like, I always give up.
Right.
Like, I'll go 3 months hard, strong,
Right.
oh, little results, oh, looking good. Stop.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Keep
You're
going,
there. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, you're there. And now I've gone through this threshold of the 3 months, and now I stacked on a 4th month, and then I stacked on a 5th month, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm like hearing compliments, and it's just like, it feels good. now, like,
Well,
now
hey, let's start a challenge.
What?
Let's do a 6-pack challenge.
Dang, bro.
Bro.
What? Okay, but the reward is gotta be. It can't be the 6-pack. But if you give me a good reward, bro, I will do everything in my power to get that reward.
The 6-pack's the
6-pack.
reward.
Nah, see, I can't do it
You
because
have
that's
to
not
do it.
gonna motivate me, bro. But okay, I get the challenge. That's why it's
Accountability?
a challenge. Yes, I get the challenge.
Comments.
Look,
So what is it?
if
Fear?
it's $500 or something,
What? Oh, money's got to be
bro.
involved.
Yes, for me, it's gonna help me.
Oh, let
bro.
me pay you to get a 6-pack.
You're telling me that money's not gonna motivate you somewhat?
Not really.
All right, well,
More
good for
than-
you
well,
then.
If we
You
do,
don't need
okay,
it.
let's do this. If we do 50 a piece, put it in a pot.
So $150. Let's do 100 a piece.
And the winner that gets the 6-pack in 3 months, fucking.
But
how
yeah,
do we-
I
how
would
do we-
go. I would go hard, bro.
I know you would.
I don't really care.
Bro,
I'm
that
okay
shit-
with eating my hamburgers. It's not worth it for me. I don't want to sacrifice. I don't want to sacrifice my hamburgers, my
Your
pizzas,
fucking cheese Cheetos.
bro. My hot
Well, you can
Cheetos
still
with
have them.
queso.
You can still have them.
Nah, heck no. Not trying to get a 6-pack.
Sort of.
Heck no. Maybe, yeah, maybe. But if I want to, nah, bro. I don't. To me, that's not gonna work. So I know I got to be strict.
Have you ever, that's funny that you say that, right? Because have you ever seen, I know you don't really fuck with Rogan that much, but Rogan has
No,
this.
I watched the ones that are
Have you-
notable. Yeah.
Have you heard him? Because he has, his best friends is like Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, and his name is Ari Shafir. And Red Band. And so like what they do is like, he calls it Sober October.
Oh.
And like they
go
all
nuts.
get sober, they all
Yeah.
go freaking crazy with like they get shredded.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a competition that they do the whole month of October to see who can lose the most weight, who can get the most jacked, who
Dang.
can become the most you know what I mean, freak creature
Yeah.
after the whole month is done. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, if anybody wants to join the challenge or do the challenge with us, I think
you gotta accept the challenge first before
But
you fucking try to challenge
if
everybody
somebody
else.
comments, do the challenge, I will do it.
My brother Joe.
Man.
My brother Joe will be down for it.
For real?
I would do it. And then if y'all
remember-
want to join the challenge, y'all can join
How
the
old
challenge
is Joe?
don't know.
He's 40. I think he just
40s?
turned 40.
From what I remember from him, he was always kind of ripped up, wasn't he?
No, he's into
fitness.
Fitness, yeah, he's into
Fitness, right?
fitness.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could tell like back in the days.
yeah, he's always been into fitness.
So what, y'all want to do like a July challenge or something?
man?
But
we are we getting $100 a piece? $100 a piece.
Should we do a weight loss? I'm down for that.
See, why is it do
So
the
the
opposite
winner-
to
the
you?
winner-
I'm curious.
the
Why
w-
does that do the opposite to you?
because I'm ready to do it now.
Nah, I
wanted to do it. I was
bro.
gonna just keep it to myself and do it on my own.
Okay,
Well, we already started this month.
Yeah, we could do July.
I think we should do July. The 6-pack challenge or a weight loss
bro.
challenge?
Nah, weight
Nah,
loss.
6-pack,
Weight
bro.
loss, 6-pack. Because weight loss, like,
So
I
how
could
are we
probably
gonna
lose
judge
another
it? How are we gonna
10
judge
pounds.
it?
Well, we could do pictures.
Before and
before and after. So what? The one who gets the shredded.
Who's the most shredded?
How are we
whose
gonna
abs
judge
are
it?
The most. I feel like this is how we would judge it.
Like, or who's the hardest abs, or how?
Not necessarily.
The look.
Whoever's most shredded, like whoever's
Actually,
before,
yeah,
whoever's
That's gonna be hard,
Whoever's before
For
and
a
after
month?
looks more exceptional.
bro. But for a month, that's not. I don't think that's gonna be enough time, bro.
It's
For a
not.
month.
No,
It's not.
to get a 6-pack.
So
It takes
July
a
and
while,
August?
bro.
Bro,
Nah.
3
Hold
months.
on.
3 months is more like.
For the summer, then. For the summer.
Let me ask Google. How long does it take to get a 6-pack?
Because if I freaking get one, I'm gonna want to keep it,
Bro, it says, hold on. Take 6 months or more than 1 to 2 years.
Damn,
Bro, it said a
bro,
month.
it's no joke. It's no joke. 6-pack is not a joke, bro.
Bro, it's not.
All right.
Like getting that going. I mean, I'm not trying to discourage. I'm trying to encourage.
Yeah, no.
If y'all
Yeah,
want to
the
take a
time
year from now.
I believe 6
Oh,
months. is
I gotta say one thing really quick.
Yeah.
This is gonna be our 10th episode.
Oh,
Awesome.
snap.
cool.
Congratulations, guys.
Balloons. Balloons.
Yeah, applause.
Wow,
So just to mention that,
Hey, so what did you say the other day? Like for when podcasts that don't make it, it takes what?
7 episodes.
Oh, we've been past that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, praise
Yeah, I didn't
God.
see
We
it.
just
Thank
gotta
you.
keep going.
There was some doubt. I had some doubt, but it's just like I have to brush that.
Yeah.
No,
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 we.
like-
I definitely
so,
dealt
I mean,
with,
it's
dealt
it's
with.
it's easy to doubt.
Right.
I learned this like just with age. You see it kind of like happen. There's always a new business owner, got the jitters,
Yeah.
nervous.
No,
Can't
yeah.
talk to customers.
What do I say? What do I do? Freezing up, bro.
4
How?
years later, 5 years later, where are you at now?
Yeah. I'm still a business owner.
Still at it?
Yeah. Still growing.
Still growing? No, like me when I first became a manager, it was I always hated it. I hated it was definitely imposter syndrome. Didn't believe in myself.
Yeah.
What do I do? How do I handle this?
Right.
I could have handled that place, all week by myself.
Right.
No, it's just like
Nothing.
It's
Second
after-
nature, bro.
Second nature. It's just like, okay, one day at a time. You start getting better and you just
Bro,
advance up.
I feel like I'm getting to a point where I feel like doing this, bro, is making me feel like I can write a book now.
Bro, you were saying that about a month ago. You need to just.
I've been writing my story just from
On
everything that
paper?
I remember from as
Yeah.
a young boy to up until now.
on Word. On the
Writ-
laptop.
writing, no.
Bro, you need to stick that on Word.
Yeah, put it in Word. Do you have Word or notes?
Well, no, because everybody's that I've been listening to on my audibles say write it down. Like there's something about writing it down that'll stick to your brain more. And I want to be a storyteller. So that's why I'm.
Well,
doing
can I so
But wait. Here's so like to say that what you're saying is right about laptop, but I want to write it first
yeah.
and then I'll come and type it.
Yeah, so there's books out there. I'm actually listening to one right now for the one other thing I've been trying to do is like for the side hustle is copywriting.
is
So
that?
writing copy for businesses. So advertising in other words, like emails and wanted to do something for you as kind of like practice, but just like it's a way to hook customers
Through
email it's called copy.
I'd be interested in that.
Writing.
I'm
That's all
interested.
it is,
I would be
writing.
interested in that because I don't send any emails to my customers other than, and I know that's bad. That's bad, but
Yeah.
I know
You do
I
have
just
their
send
contact
receipts.
information. Yeah.
Yeah, I have all that. I send the receipts only and reminders.
Yeah.
Reminders
so-
of our appointment and confirmations so that we're gonna be here such and such day.
Yeah. So it's just like a real quick thing. Like it'll say, "Thank you for using us." Blah blah blah.
Bro, if you can do
And-
that and
and,
somehow work with my, because I use Customer Factor
Okay. I'll look into it.
and it's all whole techie thing. You can do all kinds of things through
Oh, well, there you go. Boom.
But
I
I
could
don't,
just-
bro. I don't take the time to, I guess,
Yeah, that's the thing because you're the
Look into
business
it.
owner. You can't sit there and
test it out, figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
should though. I know I should, but
well, here's
It'd
the
be
thing.
something to
You
do-
can hire somebody
something-
to do that.
yeah. And I honestly, bro, I get emails all day from people trying to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't
Well,
care.
let me try to do that for you and see what I could do
Okay.
because I'm still trying to learn.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to do it, I would rather do it with you because I don't care to do it.
No, I mean I'm not going to charge you. I'm just going to do it to.
Well,
For
either
experience.
way, if it's successful, I don't mind paying you because I'm already paying everybody else.
Cool.
But no, dude, I wanted to mention this stuff, bro. I just got.
I
this
love the way
stuff.
he just brushes stuff off. All right, move on.
Why? What? Oh, we're gonna pick back up on
because
it.
we're still recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just realized we're recording. So I was like, oh wait, I don't know if
we're
people.
We're just.
I don't know if people want to listen to our own personal
I
lives.
don't care.
But okay, so I just got this stuff called a Rise. It's like a mushroom coffee, but supposedly it's
Okay.
supposed to be good for your gut.
Yeah, it's the same thing that mom like.
Are you gonna be
is
shroomed
it?
out?
It's about the same stuff.
Yeah,
Is it gonna get me shroomed out?
yeah, exactly. It's shroomed up,
I tell
shroomed
you
out,
this: every time I drink that coffee, bro, I go.
bro. It works and it tastes good.
What coffee? The Gaia?
It's like
Yeah.
a shroom coffee, but this one's called Rise. But I'm sure it has the same
Yeah, it's
type
about
of
the same. They're all like
mushrooms.
mushroom based coffees.
But
yeah.
I'm getting this, bro,
Really?
to replace coffee because my gut and I feel bloated. I feel like crap.
Are you still
and I knew-
using creamer?
No,
No, you
just
just-
black coffee.
coffee.
But when I used to drink mom's coffee, I'd feel great. And I didn't feel no kind of
Bloating.
nothing. I didn't feel even throughout the day. I wouldn't feel the down come.
Yep.
I felt great. So it's like I gotta take better care of my insides because
I heard a guy, and he was like a scientist dude, and he was like saying, "Oh man, what was his freaking name? Mike Force, the Mike Force podcast."
I haven't seen that one.
what about
Well,
him?
he was saying, you know, a lot of people when they wake up, they drink coffee right away.
Yeah.
And they crash.
That's me, bro.
And he was saying that the best
That's my breakfast.
to get the best effect from
Wait
your
an
coffee.
hour after you wake
yeah,
up.
wait an hour after you wake up. He actually said 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So how long is that?
That's 2 hours.
1:30?
actually. That's 2 hours actually.
90?
90 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
60 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
70,
yeah.
90, so like an hour and a half.
Don't come to me for math problem. That's all
So
I
an
know.
hour and a half after you wake up, then drink your coffee, then you'll have less of a crash during the day. Because if you're drinking coffee right away, or as soon as you wake up, that's the first thing you're on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna feel that crash pretty more quickly.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel it by like 1 p.m. You know what I mean?
Right.
But versus like if you waking up at 9, let's say you're waking up at 8 a.m. I'd say don't drink that coffee until like 10:30 to 11.
Yeah.
And then
And then the
won't
whole
crash.
thing is like not to drink it after 2 or so.
afternoon.
Yeah.
So what, are we gonna call it or what? Roll credits. Let's get out of here.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
get
roll
out of
credits.
here.
Skedaddle.
Let's get out of here.
Credits rolled. Roll the credits, Raymond.
This now concludes another beautiful, wonderful
Conclude.
episode of Turntables.
It's
Tune in,
concluded.
like, and subscribe, or don't. I don't care.
Like and subscribe. Oh, that was a
or
good one.
don't.
Like and subscribe. Put the noties on. And comment if you want us
Please
to
comment.
do this challenge. If
Or
10
don't.
of you like, or if 10 of you make a comment, I
Yeah.
will do this challenge for
There we
free.
go.
Man, do
there
5.
we go.
But,
Let's get-
but wait,
let's get-
Let's be realistic.
it's gonna take a year, bro.
Yeah, well,
let's
we'll
talk
start
about
it.
6 months.
We'll
Let's try
start
for
it.
6 months.
All right.
I was gonna say that.
Or how about this? How about this? Let's make it more realistic. Like, let's see if we
Beginning
can
of the-
lose, and also get shredded in 3 months.
Fuck, that's not
more
enough
reali-
time,
bro. If
3
we
months?
get shredded
Yeah.
and lose weight,
Shred, yeah.
let's see who loses the most weight and gets you
Most
can tell
shredded.
get defined.
Okay.
Yeah, I want definition. That's what I
Okay,
want.
so June counts.
So what's today?
June counting. Today June 5th.
I mean,
June? Do we count
So
June?
it's June. Today's June 5th.
I'll fucking get right after it right now.
Well, we gotta wait till.
I'm leaving
We'll see
to
if
the
we get a
jet.
reaction from YouTube.
Man, fuck that. I want to do it.
The turntable.
Well, you could get the jump start, bro.
Got me going. I'm gonna.
How do you say it?
Jumpstart.
The turntable
June.
Ians?
So
Turntable
June, July, August.
I don't know.
And I would say in September 1st, then we see who is the winner. of the
Triple TP.
And are we agreeing on the 300?
No,
$300 pot?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If people,
if there's-
if they give 10 likes, if they do or do 10
No,
comments,
10
likes,
comments, 10 comments.
10 comments or 10 likes, whatever.
10 comments.
10
That's not gonna
comments.
happen.
Just say ye or yes or no. Or yes, I
Challenge.
do the challenge.
Challenge
Whatever,
accepted.
whatever. Yeah. Whatever you want to put.
Do
and
the
then
challenge.
and then we'll do it.
Well, I'm challenging y'all.
Oh, well.
I'm challenging y'all now.
Personal.
That didn't work out. I
Personal.
was just trying to
Personal.
give it.
I'm trying to hit home here.
I was just trying to do it. He's like, nah, I gotta have something. I'm like,
It's real personal.
all right, well,
How about that?
Personal.
You get a
Real
6-pack.
personal.
You get a 6-pack
How
out
about
of
that? And no bag of chips.
With no dip neither.
it, man.
You're the only dipstick.
All right, y'all, we're out.
Dipping.
Peace out.
I think